Pisces, I popped in to see what's good with you to cover the energy over the next few days, okay, leading up until the full moon in Gemini. This reading is going to cover today's energy up until the 26th. As you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, share this video with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, subscribe to my Patreon where you'll find the majority of my readings, or shop my secret store for one of your honey manifestation pens. Okay, I've lost my voice a bit, so I hope you can hear me. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source sky universe, please allow me to tap in with my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what messages you have for them at this time. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only let energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. A lot of throat chakra energy, a lot of needing to communicate. Something is going on with someone that you love, okay? For some of you, it's a sibling. Something is going on with your sister. Something's going on with your brother. Something's going on with a sibling for some of you. And a lot of not necessarily advocating for them, okay? Ego death with miracles and let go, and then chaos at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it may not feel like it with the tower moments coming in. There's definitely an ego death, but there may be tower moments with the family in some way, holding on for something, to something for dear life, wanting it to work. It's the throat, it's the burping for me out of nowhere. It's the throat chakra for me. You being certain things coming to the surface. You being asked to speak up, speak on someone's behalf, advocate for them, defend their honor where they can't in some way, or asking someone to do this for you because you don't have the voice to do it. You wish that you could do this for someone. Feel like, right, and then trust underneath that, right, and then healing underneath that. Okay, and restoration. You need to trust that you are going to be restored after a tower moment if you allow something that is unstable to come down. If you really speak your truth. And some of you are afraid of being one of the two people who will be kicked out in some way. I just feel like you and someone are going through the same exact thing. Y'all should lean on one another. Okay, someone decides to move forward. I don't have to do this. I don't have to be here. I'm going to take the high road. Someone moves out, moves on, and doesn't want to. Someone is unwell, but they don't want to share that with everyone else. I'm strong enough to handle this. I got this. I can successfully get through this. I feel like you are. Some of you feel as if you have successfully accomplished something because you cut something off, you cut something out without exploring it further, or without asking yourself why it's manifested into your life. This could be a connection, okay? A lot of blocking someone or wanting to break up with them or just shut down on them completely, as if that is the answer when it's not, or this is what someone does to you. Okay, I feel like you being someone seeing you as a safe space, being upset that they have that you're not so safe there anymore. They can't rest with you anymore. They've messed it up in some way. I feel like really being exhausted, but you successfully accomplished whatever it is that you set out to accomplish. Okay, I also feel like pushing yourself to stay on task. You know, when your mind can easily wander because it's not at rest. It's uneasy about a situation with someone that you know them and other people are watching your every move. It's a lot of pressure to stay on point, be on point, or not show any sign that you are in distress or you are in need of rest. Feel like needing to be in a period of restoring yourself and being very afraid to allow that to happen. Okay, what was supposed to be a restorative trip, you may go visit someone or go home, or okay, when you come home, it's supposed to be peaceful for you and it is not. Feel like not sleeping peacefully at night. Okay, maybe a rough night's sleep for you, or you may be up all night. Be mindful of this because you really do need the sleep. But I feel like up, mind racing, thinking about things, and you don't like the way that something ended, it didn't sit right in your spirit. So you have to take it to a further extent just for good measure. And then out of nowhere, I'm being so called to this chocolate He's just giving me needing to sweeten your life. To love on yourself more. Be more gentle with yourself. I feel like a lot of harsh communication, or being around some real harsh masculine energy and not considering how sensitive someone is. Anyway, tomorrow the Eight of Pentacles with the Page of Wands feels like you have to take a stance. I feel like people task you with a whole lot to handle, and you're gonna have to be like, hey, you're gonna have to communicate and be like, hey, this is raising some flags for me. This concerns me. I have to put a foot down here. Okay, I have to set some sort of boundary. Okay, just because you think that I can handle it doesn't mean that I can. 555 on the clock, 5 in the room, 5 is loud. Something has to change. I also really feel like having to pick what side you stand on, take a side, and point out all of the reasons why. Like somebody is working on something really hard, trying to chip away at something or get to the root of something, and they're doing it by themselves. They really do need support, whether this is you or someone else, but I feel someone being unable to advocate for themselves or to talk about what needs to be talked about, address the important conversations. Okay, this could also be talking to an elder about what happens when they're not here anymore. Okay, much love. Hey, Gemstone. Some of you have to try a little harder to connect, to communicate with the people you're in close proximity to, or to get more out of them, pry more information out of them. A lot of kind of respecting that they throw themselves into work, or they kind of keep you out, or the conversation between the two of you is real short. Okay, or you're like, fuck that, I don't want anyone to think that they can access me this way, or this person to feel like they can access me this way. I work too hard on this connection and they just show up whenever or however they want. I need to set some solid boundaries. And sometimes you can really struggle with that because you don't have any. So when you feel like you're being taken advantage of, you go to the fullest extreme, or you go to a certain extent because you don't trust yourself to uphold those boundaries that you said you would do. So I make sure that I seal it and put in a nail in the coffin, put in a way that kind of disrupts you. On the 26th, I really feel like I need to talk to someone about being more flexible. I feel like someone's absolutely impossible to connect with. I feel like someone gets upset when they realize that they're on the outside of you, they're not invited anymore, you don't want to talk to them, or they've been blocked, or that you're not responding, or they don't like the position that you've taken. Something that you say on the 25th, someone sits with and they still have a problem with it the next day. This could also be going on from now, something that transpired today or has transpired, an argument or a disagreement, or someone's energy being off, or it carries on every time you walk into work, or every time you encounter someone, or to encounter someone feels like so much work. But I just feel like these are my blessings. You're not going to ruin them. This is my inheritance even. Okay, or this is what the divine would want, or this is what's best for all of us. This is what's best for the family. Okay, you have to let your control issues down, or you have to convince someone else to. Okay, I feel like a lot of being under someone's thumb and just wanting to relinquish all control, really wanting just to let go. I don't want to hold on anymore. I feel like feeling as if you're not safe in an environment, or grabbing at straws to maintain control in some way of a situation. But I also feel like saying something that you can't say, you can't take back, having to be the one to say what everybody else is thinking and feeling. So afraid of being the bad guy, but you may need to be in this particular situation, whatever this is that's going to come up. A lot of running when you're called to action, running from something. Someone really feeling like you could have done so much more to stand by their side, so much more to support them. When that Tower moment came in, it's the Tower. feel like being so afraid to join someone and falling from someone's graces, okay, or falling out of, how you say that? Out of good graces with someone. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I don't want that to fuck me up. I don't want to have the same problems you're having. One of my cards just flew on the other side of the table. Nature. Planning to spend more time in nature. And then Hermetic is out here. Hermetic creates. So I feel like working with herbs and fruit with intention, working with nature to heal yourself. But, right, food meditation. I can. Heavy on the eating, a lot cleaner. Okay? Feminine energy with all this orange and green. Taking better care of yourself. I feel like when someone else truly doesn't want to or doesn't think that it's necessary. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I just feel like be gentle with yourself over the next couple of days because I feel like you put yourself on the back burner in a real way and don't even really realize it until you're completely depleted. Okay? Or you can't wait to get back to being by yourself, away from everybody you feel so obligated to take care of when you're near them. I feel like part of taking care of them is calling out injustice when you see it. And you see that they're fighting a battle by themselves and they really need support. Someone may need you to tag them in. Be someone that someone can tag in when necessary. Because that same person will not forget it. That same person can be someone that you can tag in when necessary. Anyway.